After putting a great showpiece in the African Hockey Cup of Nations, Egypt once again failed to win the continental title. It forced record holders South Africa to a 1-1 draw, but still fell short in the shootout, making their opponents win their 8th continental trophy and the ticket for the World Cup. South Africa has blocked Egypt's passage to the World Cup and Olympics since the 1990s.
وصول مصر لنهائي البطولة الأفريقية في الهوكي ده مش إنجاز.
To reach the final of the African Hockey Cup of Nations is not an achievement, it's the norm. But to win, however, has been a challenge for decades, since South Africa decided to join the tournament. In the 70s and 80s, we have many international players who played in the best foreign leagues. But recently, though, that has not been the case. The ideology of sports officials must change to improve hockey.
On the other hand, Egyptian clubs are unrivaled on the continental level. Al Sharqiya club has won a staggering 25 out of the 32 editions of the African Club League titles. And since the formation of the Continent's Cup, Egyptian clubs have won all 5 editions.
احنا محتكرين بطولة أندية أفريقيا من ساعة ما اتعمل.
We have monopolized the African Club Championship since its foundation. The exception is we don't win it, even when Sharqiya didn't compete this year. Zamalek and Masna Tayarat played in the final. Both are from Egypt. Simply, we excel on a continental level, but we lag internationally because we don't have the exposure or the capabilities needed. To play an international friendly is very expensive for us.
أول وتاني مصريين قبل كده الإيسترن كومباني كسب البطولة.
As hockey is completely marginalized, the sport struggles with budget constraints, which has not only limited the sport from growing, but it's also reached a point where the infrastructure is near collapse.
مصر مش هتتطور إلا
Egypt will not develop in hockey unless it works on several issues, the first and most important of which is the fields. I have about 8 hockey fields, only one of them is suitable for the sport compared to South Africa. They have more than 150 fields. We must fix that very soon, or else the sport will vanish, because our fields are artificial terrains. All other challenges of equipment, finances and coaching staff are manageable.
مش بسيطة ولازم تتحل.
The history of the African Hockey Cup of Nations is brief. Ghana won the first 1974 edition. Egypt won the next 2 in 1983 and 89. Since then, South Africa has been dominating. What is making South Africa a monumental obstacle against Egypt is the experience its players get from the world's top clubs and leagues. While that has left its domestic clubs suffering, Egypt is hoping to create a different model, where the sport keeps strengthening locally and at the same time the nation finds spots for its players among the world's giants. Adel, Mahrouky, CGTN, Cairo.